Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome to this episode of Farming Simulator 22. This is kind of a quick rush to get the rest of the wooden toys that are collectibles found in Elm Creek, on the Elm Creek map. By the way, there are 82 fields on the Elm Creek map. It's based on kind of Midwest America, basic traditional farmland. And it is the easiest map to play. You start off with a farm of your own already, and it's kind of the best way to learn the game. So here I am completely distracted and not doing much farming or anything other than just running around this huge map trying to find all these wooden toys. There are 100 of them, and in the previous 2 videos plus this one, I think I show about 97 of the toys. I missed a few that I accidentally just came across and grabbed and forgot to take a screenshot or anything, and just decided, let's wrap this thing up. So there's a lot. 100 is a lot. I actually got a little bit tired of doing it by the end. I'm like, okay, I get it. 100 of these things. So probably the way I did it, which was just a complete rush and like 8 hours of nonstop looking and playing and screenshotting and everything else, was just a lot. So I believe it's meant to be kind of a distraction if you want to take a break between farming or just when there's not a lot going on in the season to do any farming. So you'll notice during the snowy seasons there are snowmen everywhere, and that's something else that I thought about doing. Here's one underneath the boat on the side of the house. I thought about doing a series on all these snowmen because there are some pretty funny poses and places that you'll find these snowmen, but I just decided, no, that's just enough. So here's another purple one on the side of this building. What I'm looking for, and if you look at my income right there, I've got a $130,000 in the bank, upper right corner. Here's one on the roof. I had to actually go lease another one of those forestry pieces of equipment right here so I can climb that arm. I have to keep that in mind when I switch or when I try to do some farming, that this is a great tool for reaching high. So it cost me a little bit of money, but had to get that twice. Had I known that I needed it in 2 different places, I would have leased it for 1 day and gone and got those 2 toys. But I didn't know it. Didn't know it at the time.
I managed to get the last room. Yeah, they always play music in there. I mean, it's so hard to get rid of this fence.
So what I'm doing here is looking at, obviously I'm watching TV. It's on the other monitor. You can hear that kind of in the background while I'm just cruising place to place and just capturing just me grabbing the toys. Not gonna put them on maps this time around. Not gonna do all that fancy editing and stuff. Just gonna grab the toys and go. So I've heard that this one right here, this purple one, sometimes is invisible. It was not for me, so that's interesting. There's 2 toys here. Pink pig on top of the blue tank. And, just the process of finding these, it is pretty fun. I would not have wanted to do it the way I originally intended, which was just to get lucky and seriously search every square inch of the map. Some of these are obvious, like this one sitting out in the open. You easily could come across that. This one stuck to the wall. I imagine you could probably see that as well. But the ones on the rooftops and the ones in the weeds and the ones in the pipes, the ones way up high on top of buildings, probably would not have ever found. So I'm glad I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it now. So what I have is the map up on my left monitor. I've got the map that shows me where these things are. So I'm literally just running place to place. This one says there's 3 ladders, so ladder 1, ladder 2, and I'm using a website that has a map and a description just in case. It also has a photograph. So a lot of times the photograph is all I need. It'll show me that it's on top of the roof. It will say like there's 3 ladders, so climb 3 ladders. But the picture that I'm looking at, I know it's on the edge right here. So I knew I was going to have to go to the very, very tip and grab that yellow cow and then just jump off and go. Here's one on the corner of a train box. Grab it and go. So it's just a quick process of just running place to place. This one's kind of in a closet area, tucked away. Grab that one and go. Here, there's a ladder on the side of this kind of round building, and we go up the ladder. It's just sitting on top. For some reason, there is a toolbox on top of there as well. What I didn't show you, I picked it up and threw it off. It doesn't do anything. I don't know why. There's some random things here and there. I do have the ladder in the back of my truck just in case I need it, so I thought that was a smart play, although I didn't need it. Needed it early on. Here's one down in the sewer. Interesting place. It's the only sewer lid that was off, so that's the giveaway. This is the baseball stadium in town, and you're supposed to go in entrance number 1 and go up to the top of the bleachers and grab your blue tractor.
Came to a dead end.
Across the street from the stadium, there's some road construction going on, and inside one of the kind of
and he had some kind of white powder in his pants that he's never seen before.
coils of this plastic stuff. Not that one. It's this little one. There's a green toy. The very bottom. It's a little hard to see. Luckily, not hard to get. This one on the edge of a bridge. Looks like a pink something. Pink pig. This one's a little bit harder to get to. I couldn't reach through the, looks like a sheep. Couldn't reach through the railing, so I had to jump over the top. And then you have to be within reach, so I kind of have to rotate myself and then lower myself down where I can collect it. This particular area, there's a bunch of these here. I think there's 4 different toys in this area. So if you see this area, you'll spend a little bit of time here. So one is in that train, the train box, and then there's some up here on top of these stairs here up to the left. Stairs are awkward in this game. They're just not very smooth to walk around. Again, it's a farming game, so it's nice they threw this stuff in, but there it is. It's a green seeder or fertilizer, a cultivator, whatever you want. It's a cultivator, I think. Yeah, it looks like a cultivator. The toys are a little different than the tools you actually use. So, and then here up on the very, very top is a wagon. And you have to walk up and down this chute right here. So just jump over the railing, walk back down the chute. And you can just jump off. Since you can't hurt yourself in this game, you can just jump off. But I've got to go down towards the truck anyway, which is right there. So I'll just jump off the edge here down to the truck. So I use that truck just to cruise around. It's really fast. Here's another one that was across the way. And now back in the truck. So, and then there's this little pig that I didn't even notice. So there's a pig in the pig. So we're going to grab that while we're here at the Evergreen Farmstead. So you can see there's quite a bit in this one area, and this is all in the lower right corner of the map. 2 pigs, purple and green, or yellow. I'm not sure what that is. Looks more like green to me. Just cranking it up. So almost $1 million now, $957,000, and I had almost $200,000 in the bank. So I should have about $1,600,000 or something like that when I'm done. Individuals of hiding him, or maybe it's $1 million. Anyway, I'll be over $1 million. So hey, at the toy store, by the way, how do you know you have all the collectibles? Well, go to this toy store, and guess what? After you have a complete collection, that toy shows up on the shelf. So here what I'm doing is I'm looking at every toy that I have. This stuff, by the way, wasn't there before. And I noticed that I'm missing sheep. I actually had to make a list of all the categories. And I'm like, wait a minute. The only one I don't see is a sheep. So then I knew I needed to focus on sheep. So I found this blue sheep that I had overlooked in the corner. And you will get a little pop-up that says, hey, something has changed at the toy store. That's all it says. So the last thing I'll do with 1,169,000 in the bank is go back to the toy store, and sure enough, got them all. Thanks for joining me. For now, Mr. Johns is out.